Hello there, this is KTERP, a human resource management and automated system created for business owners, accountants, and human resource managers to help automate this employee management and administration aspect of the organization. It is like a digital office that encourages hybrid workplace where business owners and management level personnel could manage the processes, assignments of tasks, and everything that has to do with administration and personnel management irrespective of the physical location of the office. It is a cloud-based solution, hence the business owners employees could access the solution from any location at any time with good internet connectivity from their mobile device or any form of device. It is created to encourage a hybrid type of workplace. How it works is that an access is given to every employee using their email address and a password created for each employee. So each employee has a login detail on the solution. It is created for a closed user group, which is the employees of an organization. I'll be taking you through each of the modules. Before we continue, I would like to have you pause this demo video right now. Sit down with a pen or paper or take up your records and calculate how much it costs to run your administrative office in a month and a year. What it costs for your stationaries, your paper, your transportation, and your communication costs. This is to establish the fact that this solution is not here to increase your cost. It is here not only to create a flexible and secure place to work in line with the 21st century digital age, it is also here to minimize your cost of operations. That's why I said you should get your records so that we can compare it together. So let's hop up to the demo section. These solutions have 11 modules. First and foremost is the branches. Here you could manage all the branches. If you have more than one branch, several locations, you can manage them on the solution. This solution is divided into 3 separate modules, separate interface to encourage management. The interface you're seeing right now has to do with the administrative section. That is the controller of the system, the individual, the personnel that have access to the control of the system. We also have another interface that is for the employees of the organization. They don't have access to this interface. They only have an access to interface where they could just see their record, to view their records, their pay slip, and they could communicate, make a request or a complaint to the HR or administrative department, and they could specify that a task have been completed at a particular time. Also, we have the other managers module, in which one of the modules, a manager that controls an aspect of the organization, maybe the accountant or a project manager, could be assigned one of the modules to manage, to be the controller of one of the modules. Hence, this is a very flexible solution that was created in line with your operations. And most importantly, this solution is created and your organization is onboarded based on your internal procedures, how you currently run the organization, your policies and procedure. We set it up for you to comply with those procedures. Hence, we are not here to change whatever you are used to. We are only here to automate what you are already practicing in your organization. Therefore, we have the branches in which you can assign management of the branch to a particular personnel. If you have a branch manager, you can assign a branch to the person, and the person can control his employees, their activities independently. But the controller of the solution can see everything happening in each branch. Hence, you don't need to be making calls, you don't need to be communicating before you know what's happening with in a branch. You could know the task that is assigned. If the person met the deadline, you could see everything on the solution. The next aspect has to do with the notification. Notification has to do with notifying you that you have a task to perform on the solution. If you have an approval process pending, if a document has been sent for you to approve to go through, you get a notification. And I would like to pause here and let you know that this is a cloud-based solution. It is a web-based solution. It's not a mobile app, it's a web app. The mobile app is being produced and will be launched shortly. Then we have the vendors modules, which helps you keep records, the database of your vendors, so that you will not lose track of them. It's a secured solution, and you can have access to this file wherever you are. If you traveled, if you are not in the physical office, you can have access to this file without making calls, and it saves you all that stress. Then we'll have the module for employee management, attendance, time planner, salary, project management, loan, leave, training, contribution, and performance management. I'll carefully run you through this module. We have the employee management, where you could add an employee, manage the information of an employee. You first of all select a branch, what branch you want to view, and you see the database of all the employees in that branch. You record everything that has to do with the employee of the branch. This is just a database. I'm going to open the employees information so that you can see how it's being recorded. Everything that has to do with the employee's profile picture could be there. Their documents could be filed here if they have their employment letter, their CV, they attended training, if they've gotten a promotion, everything that their documentation could be filed here. It allows you to attach documents here, so you could file it creates a digital file. Irrespective of your physical file, it creates a digital file for their documents. Hence, you don't need to lose any documents. And I would like to add here that even if your laptop, your device gets destroyed, this solution, you could still have access to your files just by logging in on the solution on any device you get access to. Once you have your access details, you can access all your information. Hence, your documents don't get lost. The benefits, everything that has to do with the employee, all the requests and complaints the employees had made, their deductions, their benefits, whatever has to do with the employee, you could have access to this information. Their identity, date of birth, everything that has to do with the employee, their general information, their employment contract, are they on full time, what is their leave, what is their salary, everything, what department do they work in. You get every information here, and most importantly, it keeps their bank record, does bank verification for the employees. So it creates a file for your employee irrespective of your physical files. It is not dependent on you if you get rid of the paper system of filing, or this could be a backup for your filing, because the papers could get destroyed and documents will get missing. But when it's a digital office, everything here is intact. As you will see, there was no option to delete the documents here. Hence, so your document is highly secured on the solution. It creates area for the department. Here in the department, this is where you could assign access. Like this is an accountant, I can decide to assign access to the payroll module of the organization to the accountant. He will gain access to the payroll module. I can also decide to give him access to the employees management, everything that has to do with the employees information. Since he is the accountant, I could grant him the access to these modules. Therefore, he could control those particular modules from at his convenience. Then this is the attendance modules. It helps you to keep the attendance of the employees. You can see according to the dates, who came to the office, who was absent, what time did he come. So your physical attendance book could be kept digitally. And there are other options. If you have a biometric device is a hardware. Hence, if it is destroyed, your records could be destroyed. We could connect your biometric device to this solution so that you could view the record from any location. It's your choice. And we could also create a situation in which the staff could clock in themselves without you manually entering this as the human resource officer. The choice is yours. We now have the time planner. The time planner is for organizations that run shifts like hotels, hospitals. It helps you to create your shift types, workstation, assign tasks, assign schedules, then calculate their overtime. It helps you to manage tasks randomly, and the tasks, it could assign tasks and give them timelines to help increase efficiency of the employees. Then we'll have the salary model. The salary model helps to automate the payroll function. I know most organizations must have had softwares that create their payroll for them, but the question is, does your software create the pay slip for you? Does it distribute the pay slip for you? Does it enable you to pay the staff directly from the software? Make direct payments into their bank accounts, generate the pay slip. Can your employees file complaints, payroll complaints? Can you attend to them through the solution even without the employees coming to meet you physically or making a phone call? They could create a request or complaint about their payroll through this solution. So this is the advantage our solution brings to you. You could create the payroll in line with statutory deductions. We have the pension automatically imputed here, the pension calculation, the tax calculation. All you need to do is to provide how you have been calculating it for us, and we will impute it in the system in such a way that on a monthly basis, all you have to do is just to click on the payroll function here. You just click on the payroll, then you request for approval. So it has gone, it's waiting for approval. So the manager is going to get a notification. All you do in the beginning of the month, let me start from the beginning. For instance, this is July, I want to pay salaries. I'll select July. Who do I want to approve it? I have to select the employee, then approving employee. John Martins should approve it. Then if I want to take the Nigerian statutory payroll, which has been automated here, I will select it. Or if I want a general payroll in which I could just input a percentage, maybe 10%, I could just say 10%, and every staff could be charged the 10% tax. Then what do I need to do? I could decide to go through the payroll and ensure that everything is correct. Is it correct or not? Is each person is paid correctly or not? Then if I'm satisfied with it, I could now request for complaint for approval, in which Mr. Martins is going to get a request. Once it is approved, payments could be done directly from this solution, and the pay slip will be distributed by the solution. How do we make the payment directly from this solution? The solution could be connected to your Paystack account. We use a third-party payment solution because we don't want to connect the solution to your bank account. So you fund your Paystack account, Flutterwave account, or whatever third-party solution you are using. We connect it to the solution for you. So it helps you to delegate tax. The tax of payment of salaries, payment of expenses can be delegated on the system. We have the project management model, which enables you to manage tax, manage a particular project. The amazing part of this is that you can assign a project manager. You can also assign this model to a project manager where he can manage the project, he can plan the project, he has the project programs, and he has staff assigned here. Staff, because we understand the fact that a project may not include every member of the employees. So the project manager could select the employees involved in the project. He could assign tasks from the solution. This person has been assigned one task with deadlines. It helps to create efficiency in the planning process of your project, and also it helps to keep record of your expenses, the project expenses. You will have a budget and helps you make sure that you are planning in line with the budget. Also, you could request for approval for the expense. You can see that it is pending. It is pending. You could request for approval from the project. Hence, it makes working flexible. We have the loan model for organizations that give loan. You give the loan types, and you could grant your employees loan. It depends on the model you are interested in. I understand the fact that an organization may not need all this model, but whatever model you want will be made available for you. We have the leave model, in which employees could request for leave at their convenience. You can create the leave types: maternity leave, annual leave, and assign leave days based on the level of the individual, based on your leave policy. If the person is a management employee that is assigned 20 days or maternity leave of 90 days, we could automate that for you, and it will be counted down. It has leave callbacks for people who could not complete their leave because their attention was needed in the office. You can call back the leave. So it ensures flexibility of the workplace. We have the training model, which helps you to plan training and ensure that your employees are gaining knowledge on a regular basis. It helps you to plan your training. This is not a training software. It only helps to plan your training schedules to ensure that your employees are gaining knowledge on workplace or how to carry out their tasks on a regular basis. We have the contribution model for organizations, in which their staff contribute for a particular cause. Maybe somebody lost a relative, or there's a wedding coming up and they want to contribute to a particular cause. It could be taken out from their salary, it could be done outrightly. So this model is very functional for the accountant or anybody that is in charge of the fund collection. So this will help them collect the data. Then we have the performance management model, where we impute the KPIs. We work with your team to create KPIs. If you don't have one there already, work with your team, create KPIs, and assign it to employees. This solution helps you to appraise their performance, not only on an annual basis, but it could be done on a weekly, on a monthly, depending on how frequent you want to run their performance management. You could appraise their performance to improve efficiency and ensure that you are gaining value for the money spent on the management of your organization. This is a run through on our solution, our human resource solution, and what it offers. Thank you for listening.